It was Sunday after church because we mostly finish at 12. Then there was choir meeting somewhere around the 3 soon after they left. A wind, I just heard a call that there was a wind and it took half of the church sheets and the wall of the backside exactly at the pulpit where we preach there. That wall collapsed down. I think there are pictures, there are images which will illustrate that. It fell down, but not the whole building, it was half of it that fell. It was a challenge, but what I thank God is that there was no one. It was on a Sunday, it didn't happen. We were in the church when the choir was having a meeting. But an hour after the meeting, that's when that other side, the church just collapsed. The church collapsing on its own, it rose a question that, should I really go? Am I with God? No one got ahead.
What about how did you conduct the services now that the building was half collapsed?
And what we could do is to keep the part that was standing. We have to separate the part that fell, and the other part which was standing, we have to bring trees around, pieces of wood, and we bought a plastic, and we have to divide. We have to put another new plastic wall, the place that the church was broke. So it was like this, divided in two. One piece fell and another piece was standing. So we just have to block the way to create a little room and continue preaching, motivating the people, keeping them on the faith. It happens. Yeah, so we have to divide the church and we use the other half to continue serving God. That's what happened.
All right, so when you continued, is there any other challenge that came along the way again after? Because like here, you had not yet started building.
Yeah.
So what happened?
After the church fell, we have to divide it and we have to continue preaching. It decreased some of the members, even some of the people promised coming to the church when they saw it collapsing and this new look. Yeah, it was looking ugly. I went to Chinoi. I was invited for a women conference. And when I was in Chinoi, I went there as a translator. I was helping because I can do better translation. And then I received the call that the other half just collapsed. And this time it collapsed all of it. Just one front wall holding the door, but there was nothing this side or this side.
Sorry, so this time around it collapsed because of the wind again or because of something else?
Now this time there was, that place, it is a desert. So mostly it is windy, and whenever it rained, but there is wind also because it was raining. Then the wind just took the other half completely down. And I remember they sent to me some of the sad pictures. 3 choir singers were sitting.
Okay, so what did you do now that you are back from the women's conference and you are there watching the whole building has collapsed? As a man of God, what measures did you take? What happened?
Because I saw myself starting a church outside. And I brought that church, starting it outside. We went into someone's house and we built a church and we started fellowshipping in that particular building that we built. So after seeing the dream, I didn't see if there is any problem. So I suggested that we don't stop fellowshipping. Otherwise we can lose everyone and we can discourage everyone. So there is a woman who comes to church, one of the members had a big sitting room. So I suggested that fellowship, because after the church collapsed and we all go, everyone their way, it could tell that this work is not of God. We have to go to the ground. When I say we, I really mean it. From myself, department leaders, elders, the elderly, the women, the kids. And we have to make bricks from scratch because we could not buy them. Yeah, so because at that time they were selling, I think 10 bricks $1. Now we needed over 11,000 bricks. And the bricks were not the only thing. We needed cement, we needed we needed sand, we needed somebody to build, and with a lot of needs. Then we have to reduce the expenses. We have to go ourselves next to where the church building was, and we have to make bricks from scratch. And we made all the bricks that we needed, over 11,000. We made them and we burned them. Yeah, those are the measures we took. And I thank God because a level of unity, the solidarity, the bond that was within that little group in that time, it was the only encouragement. We were very few, believe me, we were a very little family, but we could make 11,000 from the ground and bend them until we laid the new foundation and we rose the building from down.
I saw even women were partaking, women were coming with food. I saw in the pictures, so
Yeah.
that was really powerful of the trip. So, Pastor Shabani, what motivated you to go through all this?
So, the assurance that I got from God, that I started a church outside, it went into a house and we built a building. I thought maybe it is gonna come in my future career. But I came to realize that the vision that I saw was about the actual time which I was passing through, is when we started building the church. But the motivation was the true self, knowing that what I am doing is for God. And when it is for God, because you remember, as I told you, I was more inspired in the book of Job, and the people could listen. Yeah, this is the thing that I enjoyed in that challenging moment, was the obedience of the people and how they responded. Even to the people that were passing by, they were so motivated with our solidarity. And even some of the contribution came from people who were passing by. People will come while we are making bricks. They'll spend 2 hours with us, 3 hours with us, 4 hours with us. They could go and we remain pushing the work. So the solidarity of the people and the assurance of God that I gave you the people is in your hands to ensure they stand. It's so strong.
Wow. It's so inspiring.
There's this guy, people with this white garment. They are everywhere in Zimbabwe, and we have some of them in DRS. We call them Postolo in DRS, but in Zimbabwe we call them Azbaba and something. Yeah, when we were roofing, there is one of them, because we were helpers. We were helping because we couldn't pay for the builder and another team to help him. I'm just covering up the part that I forgot. So he came from afar because he was helping the other
Builders.
I don't know if you call him as Baba or white garment or yeah. The two of those guys were prophets. So when his friend came from afar, he came and greeted me and said, "Shalom." I said, "Shalom." He said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." "You are a pastor?" I said, "Yes, of course." He said, "Okay. This is surprising." I said, "What is surprising?" And he said, when I was there, I saw a hand over your head, bigger than your head. And I asked God, "What is this?" And God said to me, "You see this young man? He's only not gonna build this church, but he's gonna build people's heart." Meaning he's gonna build churches in people's heart. For me, he's still gonna build more building. So I had respect for you when I saw the vision, because we don't believe that God can talk to you, and we really don't believe that God can have other people, other servant of God out of us, because we believe we know the true God. That's why I have to come all that far. And that's the day he started helping the other guy to build, because all along he was passing their friends, but the day he saw that when he was passing, that's the day he came, and that's the day he also decided to contribute after seeing what he saw. It was so overwhelming. I was so happy. The first time I get a little bit emotional, It was a day of worship. Some people wept. It was a really big testimony, a really big life experience,